Bad guy in a little coat.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Shut up!
Oh, that's nonsense. Sports, cards, and more. It's looking more and more like Brock Purdy is going to be the starting quarterback week 1, and his 1-of-1 Shield RPA was pulled. And while it says the sale was not known exactly how much it was sold for, it was $100,000 plus, and this makes Brock Purdy just the 11th active NFL player to have a card sell for over $100,000. Here's a look at the sale and the card, and if you ask me, I think Brock Purdy's the best quarterback the Niners have thrown out there in a decade or more. He's only played in 9 career games in the regular season, but he does, to me, look like a great decision maker. I also think it showed a lot of heart and character what he did in that playoff game after he injured himself trying to get the team to the Super Bowl. Now, while Brock Purdy has looked good so far, the comments were unanimous. You could have had a Mickey Mantle for that price. This card's not going to be worth $500 in 3 years. You definitely will be losing money on this Purdy. He's a lucky dog, and just be like Kaepernick having one great season until other teams figure him out. Public service announcement, only buy vintage for $10,000 or more. Not a bad advice. I don't understand all the hate. Purdy went 7-0 before being injured. Herbert doesn't even have a playoff win. Purdy was the highest rated quarterback in the NFL since becoming the starter, and the only reason I think people are hating on him 7-0 is that they're sitting on Trey Lance cards. That's pretty interesting. What makes this conversation even more compelling is Trey Lance rookie auto cards still sell. I mean, that one sold for $700. Here's a less PSA 10 non-auto. It's just a silver prism selling for $200. And then finally another look at an auto rookie patch for $400. It seems highly unlikely or implausible that both these guys can shine with the 49ers, seeing there can only be one starting quarterback. That doesn't mean one of them can't go on to another team. But for this season, it seems like only one of these guys' card prices are going up.
I do think science took some of the wonder out of life. I was babysitting my nephew, and he asked me, how does lightning work? And I thought back in the day I could have told him about Zeus and Poseidon and the war of the Greek gods. But now I have to tell him the facts. I don't fucking know. Once when I was 8 years old, my mom was driving me to ballet practice, and she was driving me to soccer practice, and the radio was on, and Mark Anthony was playing, and I'm a big Mark Anthony fan, so I was like, Mom, turn it up, it's Mark Anthony. And she said, sweetheart, no, that's not Mark Anthony, that's Enrique Iglesias. And now you gotta remember, I was 8 years old, so cut me a little bit of slack. I was like, they all sound the same. My mom turned off the radio. She veered the car to the side of the road. She said, Gianmarco, that is racist. I don't ever want to hear you talk like that again. She turned the car back on the road, turned the radio back on, and the DJ was like, that was Ricky Martin with Livin' La Vida Loca.
According to Cardline, this is the last 24 hours sales in volume, and Michael Jordan has over $43,000, while LeBron James will be in second with hoops with under $5,000, followed by my boy Kobe and Durant making the list for the very first time. Next up, baseball. He's very well maybe the best 4 baseball players of all time. Babe Ruth at $16,000 in the last 24 hours, followed by Ohtani, Mickey Mantle, and Willie Mays. In football, it's always quarterbacks. Mahomes leading the list with $8,000 in sales in the last 24 hours, followed by Burrow, Brady, and Josh Allen. Finally, we're going to take a look at Pokemon. Charizard is almost always in first. His sales tower over the rest, $30,000, followed by Blastoise, Pikachu, and Venusaur. We're in an extremely tight race for the NL MVP, and these are ex-teammates who won a World Series together, even though Acuna was on the bench that year. The stats are just incredibly close. The teams are going to make the playoffs. The pop count is way less for Acuna's rookie card tops, and you can see the price is a lot more for the Acuna. Jose Ramirez initially got suspended for 3 games, but it's been taken down to 2 games for the fight. Maybe I'm biased, but the NBA Hall of Fame class this year is one of the best of all time, led by D. Wade. LeBron James excited today. It's official. My brother goes into the Hall of Fame. I am a huge Laker and Kobe fan, and Paul Gasol is a lot to that legacy. He's going into the Hall of Fame, as well as Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki. The last 3 men mentioned were not born in the United States. These are all guys I grew up watching, definitely deserve the Hall of Fame, and I just don't think you get as strong a Hall of Fame class as this every year from top to bottom. These 4 were excellent, excellent players. Life doesn't always go according to plan. That's why they made sports cards. Tennis cards have to be at rock bottom. This is a rookie Roger Federer 2003 Net Pro PSA 9. It's selling for $23. This is a PSA 10 Serena Williams rookie card selling for $33. These are potential future steals. Han Solo 1977. I like this card a lot. It's the Harrison Ford. It's actually a card I'm collecting. I might go buy this card right now. It might not be available. They're also PSA 8. Here we got the little droid R2-D2 selling for $107, and then a PSA 9 Stormtrooper. The blue cards, these blue ones are the first, these are the first series release. There's other colors from 1977, but blue are the very first ones. This is the Jay-Z rookie card. I have a PSA 9 2005 Topps Chrome is currently selling for $44. Finally, we have this cryptocurrency rookie card. It's Allen and Ginter 2018 in a PSA 9. I find this just more interesting, and where's this card going to go? This is big hobby news. Trout and Ohtani signed this Topps Now card.
Trout's ready. 3-2. He struck him out! Ohtani strikes out Trout, and Japan's back on top of the baseball world.
This is a much better moment for Ohtani than it is for, well, does Mike Trout look happy remembering this? Same cards. Trout is a huge collector, so I imagine he's keeping his. So this is the Topps Now. They decided to sign 3 of them. The other guy in the picture is his translator. 30 seconds with Professor Sports Cards. I hope you're enjoying the video and the content. And the reason I started this channel was because I found, well, a lot of this YouTube content for sports cards was unrelatable. It was stale. It's repetitive. And so I wanted to start this channel where it's not just me talking and giving an opinion, but actually solid information. So hit the like button if you haven't, subscribe, and let's make this the best damn sports card show on the planet. In the comments, there's a lot of speculation whether this is a real or not, but this guy claims to have a rookie Mickey Mantle stuck in this disgustingly old vending machine. Here we got more music. This is an ultra rare Pearl Jam rookie card, according to the internet. Okay, swallow your pride. What are your worst sales and holds on cards as far as value? This guy's worst sell, selling a 2014 Bowman Chrome Trey Turner red auto, numbered to 5 for $300 right when he pulled it. And his worst hold, a Johnny Manziel rookie patch auto, numbered to 5. My worst sale is a J-Rod first true blue auto for $600 shortly after I pulled it, and I have too many worst holds to count. I pulled this and sold it for $5 grand when the Colorado thing was going on, and he watched it sell last year through Golden for $500,000. My worst sale, well, I owned a shop during Tom Brady's early career, probably bought and sold over 100 of his rookie cards. He said he should have held them all. And his best hold, well, the 400 Shohei Ohtani cards I accumulated during his injury season and the winter that followed. You can only imagine this one. I got under 300 for each of these, and that's gotta hurt. On this last card, let's get your opinion in the comments. My worst sale was my biggest. I sold this after the World Baseball Classic for $7,000. After the season he's having, I probably have gotten selling it more for like $10K. I mean, is that a bad beat? It is $3,000 left on the table, but he still got $7K for it, and someone in the comments agreed with me. You still did fine. That was my initial reaction. However, there were some comments defending that he left money on the table. It still seems like he did pretty good. In the card game,
What's the difference between
we're all
me
so
and you?
different.
Different, yeah, I'm different.
We all love the same thing. If you're not a normal subscriber to HBO Max, they have Hard Knocks starting with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, and Winning Time Season 2. From Sports Card Investor, a first look at the Anthony Richardson Mosaic rookie card. Looks really pretty. I smell it. Can you smell it? It's a taco fractor. These came out July 25th, and they're supposed to be a teaser, a surprise of what you could do with these cards. The back of the card encourages you to visit Topps Taco Fractor, but as of right now, what you'll see, the only information it has, it tells you to please hold on to your Taco Fractor and wait for the exciting announcement. This is what the back of the card looks like, and yep, right there in the middle towards the bottom, Visit Tops.com Taco Fractor for more information. It's 1 in every 8,000 packs, so don't expect to get one. All Taco Fractor cards are parallels numbered to just 5. It's already making me hungry looking at this. There are 200 total cards in the set, and that means there's only 1,000 total Taco Fractor cards in existence. They're rare. New topic, what's your least favorite card design? I gotta go with this trash here. This is the 1990 Donruss. We have 91 Fleer. I don't mind the 91 Fleer as much as that Donruss. They say this one's hideous. Again, I don't find it all that unattractive. A set I always thought that wasn't the prettiest was the 1990 NBA Hoops. They're more ugly in person. And then the 1988 Fleer was so pretty, followed by the 1989 Fleer, which just doesn't do it for me. The all-time scoring leader when it comes to rushing touchdowns is Emmitt Smith with 164, and it's safe to say that record is not going to be broken anytime in the next decade or longer. Not only does Emmitt Smith hold the record for most career rushing touchdowns, he also holds the record for most rushing yards with over 18,000 and most rushing attempts with 4,409. Again, records that aren't going to be broken for a long time. Emmitt Smith played for America's team. He won 3 Super Bowls. He was a Super Bowl MVP, an NFL MVP, and the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Emmitt Smith has a handful, about 5 different rookie cards, and in a PSA 10, you can find them most hovering around $100. Here's his tops traded in Fleer update, right at around $100. However, his 1990 action pack, these are really cool cards. There's only 212 of them, and it sold for $700 most recently. And his most expensive rookie card, where there was 794 in a PSA 10 1990 score, number 101T. And if you have one of these, well, it's worth $1,500. Channel is almost at 500 subscribers. I'd love by the end of 2023 to be narrowing in on 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share this video, comment to help the channel grow. And I appreciate always reading your comments. On a side note, I couldn't help myself. This Han Solo at $45 is no longer available because I just bought it. I can gladly report we're 0 days without nonsense.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Horry, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.